This is CBC Here and Now.
Huge smile on my face from the moment we hit the South Summit until we were just above the Hillary Step, and then I started to cry, and then I was happy again.
He made it while others died trying.
Tonight, Mark Ballard is opening up about the incredible sight of long lineups he faced as he tackled Mount Everest.
5 minutes into coming down, the line hit. I didn't realize until I got down that it was as big of a story as what it was.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Debbie Cooper.
And I'm Anthony Germain. He made it to the top of the world, but he found a lineup when he got there.
Mark Ballard from St. John's recently summited Mount Everest, where he battled frigid temperatures, low oxygen, and a dangerous traffic jam of other climbers.
Now, there have been several deaths in the past few weeks, fueling an international controversy. Here Now, Zach Gowdy has more.
We were just above the Hillary Step, and then I started to cry, and then I was happy again. So it was kind of a big emotional roller coaster for me.
It was a high point in Mark Ballard's life. From St. John's, now living in Norway, but on May 22nd, Ballard was standing on top of Mount Everest.
We were on the top. It was really cold. So once the kind of adrenaline left, I've read a lot of people saying, "Oh, you don't get to spend a lot of time on the top because of crowding." You don't want to spend time on the top. It was probably minus 45 and 50-kilometer-hour winds. I had the picture that I have is backwards, and that was for a reason. I knew it was backwards, and I had no intention of flipping that flag around. I was just too cold.
Ballard got to enjoy the world's best view, but on the way, he saw something else. Crowds of other climbers, each struggling for their turn at the top.
Myself and my Sherpa, we said we don't want to be stuck in a crowd. We went really fast out of camp then. We spent maybe 2-3 hours passing people, probably 60, 70 people that we managed to pass along the way, which was really good. Credit to him. He knew the danger of being stuck in that crowd.
That danger has become all too clear. 11 people have died during this climbing season, including several while Ballard was on the mountain. Eric Sakeley is a climber from Ottawa who also recently summited Everest.
You've got 80 or 90 people in front of you. You're in pitch darkness. An hour and a half later, there's a body, that is attached to the anchor point where two lines meet. And every single person that was climbing to the summit had to climb over that deceased climber. And you realize that, what happened to them could potentially happen to you. And you're in a state of survival.
Controversy over the crowds has been growing in recent years as the world's most inaccessible place has become more accessible. Many say the government in Nepal is issuing too many climbing permits, and tour companies are taking on climbers of questionable ability. But Ballard says people need to see the big picture.
What a lot of people don't realize, and I think the permitting has to change, don't get me wrong, but the Nepal is one of the poorest countries in Asia. And that's where they make their money. That's one of the only, $11,000 permit contributes to their GDP.
Ballard is now resting back home in Norway, where he's finally seeing all the news reports about the crowds and the deaths. But Ballard says nothing can diminish the Everest experience, not even waiting in line at the top.
I think a lot of people look at that queue and they say, "Oh, you're lining up to go to an amusement park." But I don't think it takes away from anything. You still need to work to get there, and a lot of people did a lot of hard work to get there.
Zach Gowdy, CBC News, St. John's.
And we'll come back to this story in 25 minutes. We'll let Mark explain in more detail his summit to the top of Everest and climb back down. And we'll have my interview with T.A. Loeffler, an experienced climber who's attempted Everest but had to turn back.
Attention Avalon drivers, if you think Kenmount Road is busy now, just wait. A stretch of that very busy road is going to be under construction this summer, and that could cause major traffic headaches for drivers and businesses. Here Now's Meg Roberts is live with more on this story. So Meg, what can pedestrians and drivers expect?
Arguably, this is one of the busiest stretches of road in the province, and come the end of June, Kenmount from Paulina down to Peach Street will be reduced to 1 or 2 lanes of traffic. The project will take about 5 months to complete. Now, this is the second phase in updating storm sewer on Kenmount Road. The first phase was installing a new intersection at Paulina and Kenmount across from the Avalon Mall. The current infrastructure is about 60 years old, so St. John's Mayor Danny Breen says it's time for an upgrade. He says it's also an important opportunity to increase the size of the storm sewer to prepare for more rainfall due to climate change. As for the inconvenience this could have on people in the area, the mayor says he is aware, but it's a project that needs to get done. He says the city is willing to work with the businesses in order to better accommodate them.
Just making sure that, we're keeping the entrances to their properties open. We're ensuring that we have traffic flow there at the times. There's only going to be sidewalks available, I believe, on one side of Kenmount Road. So just making sure that businesses are aware of what's happening there. And if there's some special circumstances that they may have, then we'll work with them to make sure that we can accommodate them.
This also won't be the end of construction on Kenmount. The next phase of the project will continue this up into the ramp on the Team Gushu Highway. So although this is a tough spot to avoid, you have about a month to figure out alternative routes. Reporting live in St. John's, I'm Meg Roberts for Here and Now.
Well, temperatures a little bit better today. We're starting to improve over the last couple of days, certainly. 6 degrees was the daytime high in St. John's. We're getting into the double digits, heading towards Deer Lake, Port aux Basques, 9 degrees, Corner Brook, 11 degrees today. And if we take a look at that setup, we're still very much in that northeasterly flow with that high drifting a little bit further north, though. And as that pulls away, we're allowing for some clearing to move in, and that's going to continue as we head through the night tonight, as we head from west to east. You can see that potential for a few showers as we head through the overnight tonight, but tomorrow definitely looks way better. I'll have all those details coming up.
Some parents in Swift Current are worried about the future of their school because they may lose a teacher in the fall. While one teacher might not sound like much, it is a big deal in a school that only has 3 teachers and has been flagged for closure in the past. Here now, Cease Hare reports.
Swift Current Academy is a K-12 school with 17 students and 3 full-time teachers, but that could soon change.
Right now we have 2.5 teaching units, and the school board has told us that we're losing half a unit, which means we're currently losing one of our teachers.
Nancy Barrington says any talk of cuts is unsettling because if this goes ahead, they will lose the only teacher qualified to teach junior high and high school credits, and one student has already signed up for grade 8. And they'll lose special needs services, because the only teacher doing that work will be assigned to full-time class instruction only.
I mean, we're upset about all of it, obviously, but losing our resource teacher, special needs teacher, she does support services for multiple children in our school. So, I mean, it's obviously being utilized. I mean, if we're going to be putting children in a classroom now without her support, they're going to have to be learning on their own.
Barrington thinks the board is trying to discourage parents to send their kids to Swift Current, hoping instead that they'll go elsewhere like Arnold's Cove, 44 kilometers away. But Barrington says that's a long bus ride, especially for the primary kids.
I mean, we've questioned numerous people. They can't give us direct answers. You know, we're saying our numbers are increasing, but they're cutting. So, I mean, in my opinion, they're trying to force closure.
But the school board says not so. A spokesperson told me on the phone there are no plans to close Swift Current Academy. But their paranoia may be justified because Swift Current in the past has already dodged a few bullets. 7 years ago, the board proposed to send the kids to Clarenville, but that didn't materialize. And 2 years ago, Swift Current was on the chopping block in a cluster of 5 rural schools. The proposal then was to bus them to Arnold's Cove, and the elected school board trustees voted to keep those 5 rural schools open. The board won't do an interview saying its proposal is not final, and the teacher calculation for the fall could change depending on the number of bums in seats. Cease Hare, CBC News, St. John's.
One other note on this, the school board says there are no plans for any school closures at this time.
The St. John's Status of Women Council has found a replacement for Jenny Wright. She is Laura Winters, who will take over as the council's executive director next week. Wright resigned the position in March after 5 years. Now, just months before, community groups had complained in writing about Wright's divisive style. Winters is a community worker, an activist, as well as a researcher, and she has worked with the Safe Harbor Outreach Project and End Homelessness St. John's, and she worked as well with Ira's Kirby House.
While the Vale mine in Voisey's Bay is preparing to go underground, there's some trouble brewing at the surface. Negotiations between the company and the United Steelworkers broke off last week, and there could be a strike. Here Now's Jacob Barker has more.
Well, nobody wants to see a return of the scenes that we saw here the last time the Voisey's Bay workers went on strike for 18 months. But right now, both sides are accusing each other of not discussing the important issues. One of the main sticking points is benefits for those who will be working with Redpath, the main contractor for the new underground development.
One of the things that the union wanted in the letter was to have the workers receive all the rights and benefits of the current collective agreement. And the company is refusing to put that into the letter. And they're also refusing to pay them the same wages. The Redpath contractor is going to be getting paid higher wages than our workers that are working side by side with Redpath.
Bussey says the two sides can't seem to find any common ground, that the company is just flat out refusing to move on several key issues for the union. Another main issue, safety.
There is no way that I would put my name to a document unless I'm assured that that's going to be a safe mine to operate. I do not want to see our workers have situations in that mine that are out of our control. Underground mines are normally very dangerous places. There's a greater amount of awareness that's involved with that.
In a statement, Vale revealed its unhappiness with negotiations, going so far as to say it will be filing a complaint with the Provincial Labour Board over the union's behavior. It said the union has failed to engage in meaningful discussions and have not taken reasonable steps to reach a new collective agreement. Vale also says the union has refused to discuss any outstanding language issues or even begin discussions on wages. The union's response?
So many issues on the table right now that, and we're so far apart on these, getting to the monetary table is really the last thing on my mind right now.
So what now? Well, a letter has been sent to the Minister of Labour, and from there we could see a strike vote in as few as 15 days from now. And if the workers vote in favor of a strike, well, Bussey says that could mean a return to the table for more talks, or they could head straight to the picket lines. Jacob Barker, CBC News, Happy Valley Goose Bay.
Steer clear.
5 long years later, a resolution for the company that came too close to a whale. That ruling ahead.
This weather update is brought to you by the Healthcare Foundation Home Lottery. Order your tickets now at hcfhomelottery.ca.
Well, here in the Avalon was so much nicer than yesterday, and tomorrow even better. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, that's the plan.
6 degrees, wasn't it double from yesterday?
Yeah, so it's better than it was. Not as drizzly, not as foggy.
That's true, very
so
true.
Definitely a little bit better,
This
for
is
sure.
glass half full, not half empty,
Exactly.
as you reminded me.
As a meteorologist, you have to be glass half full. It's because of the weather. But yeah, temperature's a little bit better today. We'll take a look at those starting off. 6 degrees was the daytime high in St. John's, 8 in Terra Nova, and then those double digits heading towards Corner Brook. Still a little bit of a chilly day up through Labrador, 6 degrees for Lab City, Churchill Falls sitting at 6. And if we take a look at those current temperatures, haven't really moved much, just a couple of degrees for St. John sitting at 5 now, and then Corner Brook sitting at 10 degrees as we speak. Now, taking a look at the current satellite and radar, we can start to see some clearing skies for the southwestern portion of the island, and that's going to continue to track a little bit further north as we north and east as we head through the night tonight. We can see that future tracker bringing that potential for showers along the northeast coast. Going to stay generally gray, eventually going to see that clearing as we head towards the morning hours, certainly by the early morning hours for the southern half of the province, and then up through Labrador, same thing. So overnight tonight, though, still going to stay quite messy for central and towards the coast. We could see the chance for some wet snow as we head through the night tonight. But going to continue to see some of that drizzle and even maybe a few flurries for St. Anthony, hovering around 1 degree overnight tonight. Port aux Basques staying a little bit mild, 4 degrees, 2 in Corner Brook, and then St. John sitting at 2 degrees as we head through the night tonight. Now up through Labrador, I mentioned a little bit of a mess. So 3 degrees for Happy Valley Goose Bay with that potential for some wet snow overnight, maybe a couple of centimeters, but not anticipating that that will actually stick, just on grassy surfaces. Same thing along the coast, Cartwright 1 degree. Some northeasterlies upwards of about 40 kilometers per hour, and then Lab City sitting at -5 under clear skies and light winds. So as we head through the day tomorrow, that system is going to push a little bit further offshore, but still looking at, can't rule out the chance of a few showers into the afternoon. Will be very scattered in nature and likely going to see more sun than cloud through the day, especially across the island, but still a messy day up through Labrador. As temperatures will bump up though, so it does look like everything should change over to showers and then back over to the potential for some snow again as we see a drop in temperatures. But as far as temperatures go for the island, we should see a big jump in that. 12 degrees should be the afternoon high for St. John's, 15 and plenty of sunshine for Marystown. Again, can't rule out the chance. I have that potential for a few showers up through Clarenville, Bonavista, 7 degrees. Those northwesterly somewhere between 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. 17 it looks like should be the daytime high for Grand Falls, Windsor with some sunshine, and then Harbour Breton 7. We're seeing that onshore flow down along the south coast, so I kept those temperatures just a little bit cooler. 9 in Port aux Basques, 12 Stephenville, 15 Corner Brook, and then Gros Morne, similar temperature around 14 degrees. As we head towards the northern peninsula, we're still going to see the effect of that low offshore, so we could see some cooler temperatures, only about 5 degrees, those single digits, with that potential for some showers, and then along the coast again, maybe a few wet flurries as well. Happy Valley Goose Bay, 10 degrees, same for Lab City with that potential for a few showers in the afternoon. So that's a look at your forecast. We'll look ahead when I come back.
Well, thanks, Ashley. Well, yesterday, we brought you a cautionary tale of some boats and a whale, and tonight, more.
A tour boat company in St. John's has been dragged before the courts for several years, accused of coming too close to a whale, but now their fight is over. Here now's Ryan Cook reports.
Between those two boats is a breaching whale, only a few feet from the Iceberg Quest Ocean Tours boat you can see on the left. A great view for spectators, but a worrisome sight for the Department of Fisheries and Oceans boat that a CBC News crew was shooting from. It's been 5 years since that incident here off the coast of Cape Spear resulted in charges under the Fisheries Act for getting too close to a marine mammal. But CBC News learned today that those charges have since been dropped. Both the company and the skipper are in the clear. Defense lawyer Randy Piercy says he's shocked it took the courts this long. It resulted in a court case that dragged on. Last summer, charges were dropped against the skipper, Walter Reddick. The judge said the Crown hadn't proven its case and took way too long to take it to trial. But the Crown still intended to take the company, headed by Barry Rogers, to trial until just recently. CBC News reached out to the company today for comment, but have yet to hear back. Now, there's still concerns about boats coming too close. Yesterday, we told you about this whale in Holyrood, who some say has been badgered by nearby boats. And there's a stiff punishment for that. It's a fine of between $100,000 and $500,000 with potential jail time. But after a years-long legal fight, that's not something Iceberg Quest will have to worry about. Ryan Cook, CBC News, Cape Spear.
It's a lot of mental. You're in the country a long time. It's a lot of being in a tent. It's a lot of eating the same food over and over again. It's the same people. It is almost 100% mental.
A mental hurdle he was clearly able to conquer.
More from Mark Ballard about the stamina it took to reach the top of Mount Everest.
And we'll also talk with another Newfoundland mountaineer about those long lineups that have led to some deaths. Welcome back. It is a trip Mark Ballard had been planning for ages to climb to the top of the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Ballard is from St. John's but lives and works in Norway. He successfully made the trek last month during a climbing season that's already seen 11 deaths, some attributed to waiting in long lines on the mountain. Here's Ballard describing his journey.
I started April 6th and then I summited the 22nd of May. So it was about 6-7 weeks. I was there doing it, and you know, the beginning is a hike into base camp. That's about a 2-week thing. We climbed another mountain in the beginning called Lobouché, which is just over 6,000 meters, and then the Everest road is called rotation. So in the beginning, you climb to Camp 1, and then you climb to Camp 2, and then you come back down. The next rotation, you climb to Camp 3, and then back down, and then you go for the summit. So I didn't feel well in the beginning, and when we started at a Camp 4, I had to sit down for about 30 minutes and gather myself and get some oxygen in me, and that put me quite a bit behind the crowd. And myself and my Sherpa, we said we don't want to be stuck in a crowd. We went really fast at a camp then. We spent maybe 2-3 hours passing people, probably 60-70 people that we managed to pass along the way, which was really good. Credit to him. He knew the danger of being stuck in that crowd, and we moved pretty quickly. It was pretty tiring, but we managed to get ahead of a lot of people. And I think getting to the top, you know, if you study the pictures of Everest, you have the south summit, and then you have the Hillary Step, and you have the top. And I felt awesome when I got to the south summit, and physically anyway, I felt awesome, and I knew I could make it. And it was kind of an emotional roller coaster from there. I had a huge smile on my face from the moment we hit the south summit until we were just above the Hillary Step, and then I started to cry, and then I was happy again. So it was kind of it was a big emotional roller coaster for me. And of course, you know, we were on the top. On the top, it was really cold. So once the kind of adrenaline left, you know, I've read a lot of people saying, oh, you don't get to spend a lot of time on the top because of crowding. You don't want to spend time on the top. It was probably minus 45 and 50-kilometer-hour winds. I had the picture that I have is backwards, and that was for a reason. I knew it was backwards, and I had no intention of flipping that flag around. I was just too cold, and I got to look around and see everything, and then we just wanted to get back down. And of course, coming down, and 5 minutes into coming down, the line hit, and then that was, you know, it was tough. It was nothing that I thought was. I didn't realize until I got down that it was as big of a story as what it was, and that people got stuck and all that. We knew it was a big problem. We knew it was cold. The biggest problem for me, I think I mentioned in another interview, my right foot is still pretty cold. It'll be fine, but that was what I was worried about, was just you know, frostbite at the toes. It wasn't. I never thought that it would be as serious as it was. It was more frustration than anything. The biggest thing at that altitude, you have a third of the oxygen that you do at sea level. So breathing is like sipping through a straw without the oxygen mask. It's really tough, and credit to the guys that do it. It's really impressive. But you know, when you're stationary and you have no oxygen, and of course there's studies done that say above 8,000 meters is called the death zone. Your body is dying. And your body is not meant to withstand more than, you know, a couple of hours, they say, even at the best of times. So when you get stuck in crowds and your body is naturally deteriorating, it's, you know, bad things can happen. And of course, then the cold comes in. If you're not fully warm, if you don't have the proper layers on, that just exasperates problems. And I think it's a combination of everything, whether it comes down to the oxygen, whether it comes down to how your body is doing, and then the cold. If you start getting frostbite and all that, it's a recipe for disaster if you have to wait. So.
Well, as we just saw, St. John's native Mark Ballard is still savoring his summit of Mount Everest. Well, MUN professor and mountain climber T.A. Loeffler knows a thing or two about the challenges of Mount Everest, and she's here now. It is great to see you.
Yes, great to see you as well.
First of all, what do you make of what Mark has just accomplished? He went up and safely down.
That's the ideal mountaineering experience, no matter how high the mountain is. Tremendous accomplishment, as you heard him say, many challenges along the way. lots of things to negotiate, navigate through in terms of health and motivation. He talked about not feeling real well when he started on his summit day, and that can really weigh on you mentally. He was climbing with a great Sherpa, and it all came together for him. I was thrilled.
Yeah. You have climbed the odd mountain or two, 6 of the 7 highest peaks on 7 continents. Mount Everest has always eluded you. What's happened, TA?
Yeah, the mountain plays a little hard to get sometimes. Unfortunately, I've been unable to stay healthy on each of my 3 goes. Just contaminated water one time, various infections another, and walking pneumonia on the 3rd. And I just haven't been able to solve it yet.
We have some pictures of you on Everest. Can you just take us through what it's like to make this attempt? You start off in base camp, and Mark was saying you go up higher one day and then you come back down. So talk a little bit about that.
Right, you can't just go up a 8,000 meter peak or an 848 mountain without allowing your body to acclimatize. It has to make these changes to your blood chemistry, your heart beats faster, your respirations go faster so that you can survive on less oxygen. So first step is just getting to base camp where there's half as much oxygen as here at sea level. Once you spend about a week there, then you go to Camp 1, maybe on to Camp 2, and you have to make your way through the Khumbu Icefall. That's where people may have seen the ladders, those big icebergs that can fall on you. So that's a very dangerous part of the climb as well. Then your route from 1 to 2 is a little bit easier, and then from 2 is your kind of advanced base camp, so you spend some time there. And then usually go back to base camp and rest and try to eat because you tend to lose your appetite. You start to lose your muscle mass. Then you make your way to 2, back to 2, and then up the Lhotse face, super steep, super hard ice, and you spend a night or 2 at Camp 3. Once you've got that in, that's your acclimatization rounds, back to base camp, waiting for your summit window.
I was floored to see just how many people are on the mountain, and so saddened to hear about, I think it's 11 deaths this season. What has happened to create these conditions?
So a couple of things have contributed to that picture that startled us all. No one imagines the top of the world looking like that. Number 1 was a bad weather season this year on Everest. The jet stream has to move off the summit to allow climbers to go up at all. And this year it was what was called a wobbly jet stream. So it would go off and go on, and he talked about those high winds. That's when the jet stream, where the airplanes fly to help that's where it is. So it only came off for 3 short days. So you had all the climbers ready to, primed, having done those rounds, needing to go through, and you're never sure another window's coming. So a lot of people banked on that summit, and that's why we saw those lines. Also, Nepal had changed the regulations requiring every single climber to climb with a Sherpa. And my analysis and a few others is a few of the deaths may have definitely had contributions from those weights, and then others got mixed in. It's tragic when anyone passes on the mountain. But there were some of those folks that had hidden health conditions. There's some folks that climbed beyond, not listening to the symptoms of high altitude. So it's kind of like a house of cards. And when you have so many people, I described it today earlier as going through the eye of a needle. And so that's when you can get into those conditions where, thank goodness, a big storm didn't come in, because it would have been even more tragic. So it's a challenging time. And I know if I'd been on my summit bid, it would have been as Mark said, they were quite strategic. They caught up and they passed some folks, but you can see from that photograph that it's pretty challenging. You need to have had some of your ropes set up to allow for a long tether to get around. So it's heartbreaking that those tragedies happened. It's not unusual, unfortunately, that a few folks die making the attempt just because of how harsh the conditions are.
Thanks, TA. In national and international news, former Taliban hostage Caitlin Coleman is speaking out about her new life back home in the U.S. Last summer, she won a custody battle and was allowed to leave Canada with her children. Her husband, Joshua Boyle, is now on trial in Ottawa, facing 19 charges, including assault with a weapon, sexual assault, and forcible confinement. He's pleaded not guilty to all the charges. Now, we're limited in what we can report outside of court proceedings, but Coleman told the CBC's Judy Trin about the moment she left Canada and her husband behind.
I feel like, I've been given another chance.
Now living in the northeastern United States, hundreds of kilometers away from her estranged husband, in a home full of toys and donated furniture, Caitlin Coleman says she's reclaimed her life.
A lot of my life was spent under Josh's thumb.
The American woman is still married to Canadian Joshua Boyle.
They are willing to kill us.
Kidnapped in Afghanistan, the couple was held hostage for 5 years. They had 3 children in captivity. After their high-profile 2017 rescue, they settled in Ottawa. Boyle is now on trial, accused of hitting Coleman, tying her up, and sexually assaulting her. Last year, after he was released on bail, Coleman fought for temporary sole custody of their children.
My lawyer called me on the phone and said, "We won." That was her first words to me, "We won." And that meant we could cross the border and we could go home.
Coleman's lawyer told her she had only hours to leave Canada in case Boyle decided to appeal. Pregnant at the time, she got help packing up her life from her sister, aunt, and mother Linda.
We'd been waiting so long and trying to do so much, and then we had this very narrow window to get everybody out.
Boyle's trial is currently suspended until a judge decides whether the defense can question Coleman on her past sexual history. In the meantime, Coleman has filed for divorce.
You want your bottle?
Few people know where she lives. She's now a mother of 4, finally able to have big dreams for her little ones.
Obviously, I want a really bright future for my kids. They're all very intelligent, so I have high hopes.
Judy Trin, CBC News, Ottawa.
Executives from Facebook, Twitter, Google, and other tech giants are in Ottawa today. They're before an international committee to answer questions about what they do with all that information they collect from billions of us. There's concern that all that data could pose a threat to security, maybe even democracy. And one of those testifying was an early Facebook investor who has since become critical of the industry. And he told the panel that if a country is worried, it should take action.
At the end of the day, though, the most effective path to reform would be to shut down the platforms, at least temporarily, as Sri Lanka did. Any country can go first. The platforms have left you no choice. The time has come to call their bluff. Companies with responsible business models will emerge overnight to fill the void.
Now, the committee subpoenaed Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg to appear, but he never showed up. Some panel members want him to be found in contempt of Parliament.
It would have been unimaginable 3 years ago that we would all come together to talk about regulating a platform, but it's the continual poor corporate behavior of Mr. Zuckerberg. Today we brought in Google and Twitter because these are other really important data giants that are leading to higher levels of extremism, breakdown of civil conversation, and a fundamental threat of democratic rights. So it's not good enough for them to blow us off, and it's not good enough for them to tell us what laws they like and laws they don't like.
Well, last month, the Federal Privacy Commissioner announced plans to take Facebook to court. The commissioner found the company violated Canada's privacy law by sharing personal information of Canadian Facebook users.
A second country in Asia is now demanding Canada take back its trash. Malaysia says shipping containers full of low-grade plastics from Canada are too contaminated to be recycled, and they are sitting in its largest shipping port. Officials there are joining the government of the Philippines in refusing to process the waste. David Coleman reports.
Yet again, an Asian nation is demanding Canada to take back its plastic waste. Malaysian officials here at the largest port are looking inside these shipping containers. This one from Canada, and you can see inside, you know, grocery bags from big Canadian brands, ones we know, as well as packaging from many retail and grocery products. And this comes on the heels of what's been happening in the Philippines. Malaysia is just the latest to say, Western world, and Canada in particular in this case, we do not want your low-value plastic, because what happens is when it arrives here, it is inevitably burned, buried, or dumped somewhere illegally, sometimes processed by illegal recycling factories. It's brought in, the higher value stuff is recycled, though there can be considerable environmental and labor considerations, considerable degradation that happens as a result of that. And just take a look here at the amount of interest that's happening in Malaysia as they open up these containers, which they now say will be sent back to their countries of origin. So that one, going back to Canada. Remember what's happened in the Philippines. On Thursday of this week, 69 shipping containers will be put on a ship, sent back to Canada, disposed in Vancouver, because of what Canada has increasingly been doing in its recycling industry, taking that stuff from your blue box and sending it abroad to be recycled. But the lower value plastic, this is what happens. Asian nations don't want it anymore. They say it is polluting, and the Malaysian environment minister there has told us very clearly, stop dumping this. And if you do, we're going to send it back. David Coleman, CBC News at Port Kang in Malaysia.
You know how you maintenance your cars and everything?
Yes.
So it's basically maintenance of your body. So like you clean your body and it's like you clean yourself.
Right.
It's a time of worship.
Starting Thursday on Here and Now, we are taking a closer look at Ramadan, the month-long Muslim celebration that's coming to an end next week.
It's in our series Ramadan on the Rock. We profile some of the individuals and families who are marking the fast.
Ramadan, the holiest month for Muslims across the world, is filled with fasting from dawn to dusk, festivity, and food. I've been lucky to experience Ramadan and Eid in India and Dubai. But what does Ramadan look like in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean? What does it mean to be a Muslim Newfoundlander? Looking for answers, I, Prajvala Dikshit, went into the homes and hearts of people exploring Ramadan on the Rock.
little bit farther look ahead in our forecast coming up a couple of days from now.
Yeah,
it's looking good.
It doesn't look terrible. Yeah, we're looking at the weekend. We're eventually going to see some warming temperatures, even more so than what we're going to see tomorrow. So we'll take a look at that. The future tracker showing some clearing skies, as I mentioned, for tomorrow. And then as we head towards Thursday, we should stay quite clear, actually, for most of the island. Maybe a few showers on the west coast, but the next system will move in for Labrador. And with that, it's gonna stay unsettled, and it looks like it's gonna stay unsettled towards the weekend as well, as that system is very slow moving towards the coast. So you can see nothing but clear skies, maybe a few cloudy periods, but we get back into that northwesterly flow for a little bit. But those temperatures still should be sitting in the teens, 13 degrees for St. John's, 18 for Grand Falls, Windsor, 19 in Corner Brook, and then you can see some onshore for Port aux Basques, slight chance of a few showers, and 8 degrees for your Thursday. Up through Labrador, Happy Valley, Goose Bay, 15 degrees. Even though we're going to see that rain, those temperatures should still be quite nice. Lab City a little bit cooler at 6 degrees, with that potential for a few flurries as well towards the evening and overnight hours as that low continues to track a little bit further. So here's Friday. There's that low I was talking about. It's a slow mover, and it's going to bring that potential for some showers on Friday for the island, and then stay unsettled up through Labrador, right through essentially Saturday, even into Sunday, it looks like. Another round of showers will move in Saturday afternoon for the west coast and slowly make their way across the island into Sunday morning. Don't think it's going to be a washout, but still that risk of some showers. And then Sunday should clear out quite nicely, staying unsettled for Labrador. So here's a look at the next 5 days for St. John's and eastern Newfoundland. Tomorrow, 12 degrees with that potential for a few isolated showers. Mostly going to see that sunshine though. Thursday, 13 degrees, 9 on Friday, and then those double-digit temperatures for Saturday and Sunday. Again, mention that potential for some showers. If it does happen, it will be in the evening hours. But right now, not looking too bad. We do still have a couple more days to go there, so things could change. For central Newfoundland, 17 degrees tomorrow, 18 on Thursday. Friday a little cooler as that system rolls in. It'll stay around 12 degrees into Saturday and Sunday, but or Sunday a little bit warmer, but it does look like sunshine. Those overnight lows dipping into the single digits. Western Newfoundland, 15 degrees tomorrow, 19 on Thursday, 11 for your Friday, and then a little cool on Saturday as well, 8 degrees. Again, still a couple days away. That temperature will likely bump up and down before we get there. And then Sunday looking at 14 degrees. Now up through eastern Labrador, I mentioned those gray skies. Might see a few peaks of sun on Thursday, but overall Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as those temperatures dip in the overnight, we could see that potential for some flurries or wet snow right through the weekend. And then much of the same for western Labrador. Tomorrow, looks like that sun should peak out. Some snow late day on Thursday. These temperatures here, still have to iron those out. Could see them bump up a couple of degrees. 9 on Saturday and Sunday looking at 10 degrees. So let's look at your forecast. I'll have a great weather photo when I come back.
Well, a big part of spring cleaning is taking care of your car.
I had that on my list and somehow I never got around to it. So before you head out on the open road for a staycation or maybe some iceberg watching, Kelly the mechanic wants to let you in on a little spring secret. It's the flower checklist.
Well, it's a handy way to ensure your vehicle is highway ready. Have a look.
One thing you should do before going out on a long road trip is the flower checklist. We'll have this on the CBC website so that way you can print it off before you go. First thing that we're going to check is your fuel. Start your car and make sure that you got enough gas to get you where you're going. For lights, enlist the help of a buddy to help you check them. Somebody's got to get in the car and somebody's got to actually check to see if the lights are working. Most important ones are your signal lights, so turn on your left and your right indicator, your headlights, your tail lights, brake lights, and your reverse lights. Also make sure that your ID lights, which are the lights around your license plate, are working properly. For your oils, we're going to check 4 different oils. Your oil, which should be checked when your vehicle is cold. your transmission fluid, which should be checked when your vehicle is warm, your brake fluid, and your power steering fluid. The next thing we're going to check is our water levels. The two places to check water is in our windshield wash bottle to make sure that we can clean our windscreen when we're out on the highway. And the second place is to check in your coolant bottle to make sure that you've got enough coolant to keep your vehicle both cool and from overheating. Check the electric functions on your car. This would include your wipers and your windshield wash fluid, your horn. Also make sure that your heater is working, as you're going to need your defrost if it gets foggy in here. And the final thing for you to check before you hit the highway is that you've got adequate rubber on your car. Make sure your tires are not worn out, that they're not worn down too low, and that they're properly inflated before you hit the highway.
Well, to a hockey story now. He may be one of the best teenage hockey players on the planet. An 18-year-old hockey wizard from the Yukon is set to make history yet again next month. He's expected to be a top prospect at this year's NHL draft. CBC's George Maratos meets Dylan Cousins in the city that nurtured his talent.
This is where Dylan Cousins fell in love with the game, in his backyard in Whitehorse.
It's where I grew up. It's, you know, where I played all of my sports, so whether it was hockey or soccer or anything. You know, I was always spent in this area we have right here. My dad did such a good job of making it to a hockey rink every winter, and spent so much work on that, and I owe a lot to him for sure.
You know what? It wasn't work for me. It's my dad did it for me. It's kind of what I do. I actually enjoy it.
Cousins has been home for most of the month, spending time with family and friends. His life's about to change in a big way. Next month, he's expected to be one of the first players selected at the NHL draft, the first time ever for a Yukon hockey player.
It's definitely creeped up on me. You know, my NHL draft year always seemed so far away, and it always seemed like it was like a long ways away for me. And you know, now it's finally here and my season's over and the draft's a month away, it seems pretty crazy and surreal, but I'm just excited to get to it.
But it is a bit surreal. Like, now that we watch things on TV, like the drafts, like last year we watched the draft and we're going, this could be us next year.
Cousins was a star from the start. At 14, he was recruited to play rep hockey in BC. The following year, he was drafted to play in Alberta for the Western Hockey League, where he was named Rookie of the Year. Last year, he was one of the captains for Team Canada, scoring the most talked about goal of the tournament.
Centers it. In comes Cousins. Scores! At the hole! Cousins ties it up!
Being this close to your NHL dream might be overwhelming. Dylan feels being from the Yukon has given him the confidence to succeed.
Yeah, there's definitely some pressure that comes with being from here. You know, they don't get too many players that go through this, so there's definitely some pressure for sure. But you know, I like the pressure and I embrace the pressure of it. It's going to be crazy for sure, and I know I'm going to have so much support up here, and I'm super excited for that, and I hope to make everyone up here proud. And
hockey fans in the Yukon don't have to wait until the NHL draft next month to be proud of Cousins. They already are. George Maratis, CBC News, Whitehorse.
Doesn't miss too much, does he?
No. How thrilling for him.
Yeah.
The whole area that he's living
the
in.
north, I
Oh
suspect.
my gosh. Yeah, there'll be lots of nerves
Yeah.
on draft night.
See what
Anyway.
team gets him.
Yeah.
Great story.
Take a look at this photo.
Another sunset, right?
Another sunset. Clearly I love sunsets and icebergs. But yeah, this photo should give you a little bit of a hint of where it was taken. Looks like you're on a boat. So
on the tickle to Bell Island.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
That's all I've got. No, the water is much more expansive there than going across the tickle.
Exactly.
Oops.
There's a look at your weather photo. Take a guess, and we'll tell you where this photo was taken when we come back.
Welcome back once again. Now, this next story may sound a little cheesy.
Yes, but don't worry, it rolls right along, as you're about to see.
So in case you can't tell, this is a competition at its finest.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
There, you just saw it. They're chasing a wheel of cheddar.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. Oh.
Why?
I had no idea what was happening there.
No,
Yep,
me either, until I saw that little wheel of cheese.
This is in Britain, right?
Happens every spring.
Mm-hmm.
What's the prize?
They get that wheel of cheese at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, they get cheese, but it should be, I don't know, maybe some wine.
Yeah, do you get some wine to go with it?
Wine and crackers would help with the soreness.
Yeah, you're going to need that, and you're going to need a cold bath because you're going to be sore.
The gradient is like right down.
I know, that's my nightmare, is rolling down a hill like that. I don't know why you do that for fun.
Yeah,
it's even harder on snow.
Exactly.
Anyway, you showed us a gorgeous picture.
I did. I showed you a beautiful picture. This is it, and it was taken on the Strait of Belle Isle.
Okay, so...
There we go. There it is.
Who's that from?
It was shared with me on Twitter, and it was Bradley who sent us that photo.
Templier, I wonder,
Yeah.
does he pronounce it the French way?
I'm not
So
sure.
that's on the ferry making the crossing.
Yep, that was
It's got to be Le Templar. let us know, Bradley, so we can say it right.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
It's a beautiful sunset. Oh, I love sunset so much.
Most of the sunsets we've been seeing have just been on the sky, but look at the color of the water.
On the water. I
Yeah.
love when it reflects. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly
Very
it.
nice.
Yeah, so if you have any weather photos you'd like to share with us, send them to nlphotos@cbc.ca and we'll get them on the show for you.
And that is our program. Thanks for being with us. See you again tomorrow.